We're now going to take a look at the Vivid POS back end and dashboard. We'll start off by taking a look here at the reporting that populates for our sales. You can see they're broken up by super category and payment type on this first screen. Right now, we have it set up over a couple of different months to populate these sales numbers. You can set this up however you like and take a look at a day, a week, a month, a year, whatever applies to your business. Another view of reports will show us the last 7 days of net sales and the sales by pay type. We then have a whole list of reporting that we can take a look at. Sales summaries, audit reports, employee reports, operational reports, transaction reports, product mix report, gift cards, and KPIs. We can take a look into the sales summary, end of day report. And this is going to give us a really great breakdown of different sales that we've seen. Super category, pay type, card type, terminal, service area, discounts, sales statistics, comps, tips, voids, cash management, deposits, cash drawers, and cash outs. So this gives us a really great snapshot, detailed reporting into what is happening in our business. One of the really great things that we love to look at here is sales by service area. This is going to really let us take a deep look into what areas of our business are generating the most revenue. Again, this is set up over a couple months to really pull some bigger numbers here. Again, you can set this up to take a look at any type of time frame of reporting. We can also take a look here at our catalog. So this is going to be our menu. It does very easy, quick add. You can enter in the item, sales price, category, and tax class, and easily add an item into your inventory. This gives us the breakdown of super category, categories, items, modifier group, and a modifier. You can be very specific about how to modify items, and you can associate different modifiers with different items. You can also associate modifiers with a particular category. Looking into each item, you can see that we have some different options of how to set up these individual items, track their inventory, and we can associate these items with different modifiers. Let's take a look at the categories. For instance, we can associate salads we can enable it to be visible on our web. And if we look at the salads modifier, we can see we're associating it with add-ons and dressings. So we can add on all of these items as a modifier option. These items can have a dollar value or be free. And we can also associate the salads with dressings. And the same way, these items can have a price associated or be free. We can also choose to have certain modifiers be included in the order. For instance, maybe a Caesar salad is going to have an included Caesar option. However, we still have the option to be able to change that to a different dressing if the customer would like. We can also choose if these modifiers are going to be forced, and if there's going to be a multi-select option where the customer can choose more than one add-on or dressing. This menu build allows us to be very specific on the items that we would like to add, what category they belong to, and what modifiers we would like to associate with them. We also have the option for status. If you had an item that maybe was seasonal and you decided you were only going to have it certain times of the year, you could change that status to be turned off. And that way you don't have to delete or re-add an item. You can just make the status be on or off based upon that time of the year when that item will be showing in your menu. We'll also take a look here at inventory. This is a great way for you to track the inventory items in your system. This will read with your POS system. As you sell these items, they will be removed from your inventory. You can utilize this as a way to know when you need to reorder. You can set your items with a reorder point. So that way, once you get below that point, you'll get a notification and you'll know that you're ready to reorder that item. You can set this up very specifically with all of your vendors, the manufacturers, your inventory list, and you can also utilize this to create a purchase order. This allows you some really clear visibility as to what items you have ordered in the past, what items you have received, what the payment status of that order is, and allows you to really have a very organized inventory list. In this back office, you also have the ability to manage your employees. This is where you would add in new employees or remove. You can set up the employee with a role. They can have more than one role. They can have more than one pay rate based upon whatever that role will be. They also can have, excuse me, a specific landing screen based upon what position they are holding at that time. This will allow us to view their PIN number in case if they need to get into their POS and didn't remember their number. We can set them up with a QR code if necessary. That's a great thing to use for a manager or for an override. You can set up a QR code. We would want to have their phone number, their email, specific information of your employees. You also will have the same capability in terms of your customers. So you can manage your customers here on the back end, add, delete, edit, whatever you may need to do. And you can also group these customers by group. If let's say you have a group of a softball team that your restaurant sponsors, you can group those customers together. You can then allow them to have different rates, different promotions and offers that would only apply to that group. You can send them coupons through an email or through a text message to only that particular group. So it gives you a really, really great breakdown of how to manage your customers. The access control allows you to control the privileges that each of these specific roles will be allowed. So you can go through and add in different roles and then decide what privileges those roles will be allowed to have. This is a great way for you to keep security within your system. And time management is a really great tool that we have on here that will keep track of the clock in and clock out function on your POS. This way you can print reporting, you can look into a particular employee if you need to, and you can set this up the same way by looking at larger groupings of timeframes or only just a day. We have a promotion option here that you can set up. You will give the promotion a rule, and then you will set up your promotion. Something like this, for instance, is a happy hour. This will read with the POS system, however you have set it up, a time frame, a day, and particular items that will apply to that promotion. The system will automatically read those times and days and specifics, and it will show those prices automatically. Once you reach the end of that time frame, it will bounce back and your prices will all go back to their original prices. We also have the option for coupons. So you can set up your coupons here and you can view them and print them on your POS, but you can also set up and print your coupons from the back end here. So you'll see we have free dessert, free visit, $5 off, and 10% off. These items can be loaded as a PDF, emailed, or text to the customers. This is something that is a great way for you to reach out to multiple customers at once, either by a group or everyone, without having to individually send offers. Back here, we can also take a look at the basic setup information. This is where we're going to just set up our basic information about our business, but we have a ton of different options back here to set up your system and your configurations. Things like store hours. If these change, you can easily edit them. Price list, terminals, service areas. So you can really set up, edit, change your configurations on the back end very easily. You have a lot of visibility and a lot of ability to change and move things within your POS. So that concludes our demo of the back end POS for today. Please feel free to reach out if you have any questions.